Good evening and welcome to Christians Aren't Sheep, a beginner's guide to meditation. Had a good day today. Uh, Found something a little bit interesting with my time up here in Larange. When I started teaching this course on the 20th of March, at night it was still going down to minus 25 and colder at night. And in the shop that I'm teaching my small engine course in, all we had was start off with a couple of space heaters to keep some 2,000 square feet warm. It didn't hardly cut it. The students kept their parkas on during their class time. Yeah, and I kept thinking it's going to get nicer, and then everything will be good. And it got nicer, and everything is good in the classroom and shop. But now, in the motel I'm staying at, the central air conditioning system that they haven't turned on yet, because apparently they can't do it with the heat furnace system that they got. So I keep my door open now when I get home from school, so I can try to cool my room off so I can sleep at night. Very peculiar. Anyway, we'll, we'll make do until they get the air conditioning turned on. Anyway, let's do a little devotional. Okay, God's good glue. Scientists from Penn State University recently engineered a new kind of glue that's both extremely strong and also removable. Their design is inspired by a snail whose slime hardens in dry conditions and loosens again when wet. The reversible nature of the snail's slime allows it to move freely in more humid conditions, safer for the snail, while keeping it securely planted in its environment when movement would be hazardous. The researchers' approach of mimicking an adhesive found in nature calls to mind scientist Johannes Kepler's description of his discoveries. He said he was merely thinking God's thoughts after him. The Bible tells us that God created the earth and all that's in it, the vegetation on the land, the creatures of the sea, and every winged bird, the creatures that move along the ground, and mankind in his own image. When humankind discovers or identifies a special attribute of a plant or animal, we're simply following in God's creative footsteps, having our eyes opened to the way He designed them. At the end of each day in the creation account, God surveyed the fruit of His work and described it as good. As we learn and discover more about God's creation, may we too recognize His magnificent work, care for it well, and proclaim how very good it is. Creator God, thank you for the unique and perfect way you created the world and all that's in it. Your works are wondrous. Amen. Amen. Yeah, that little devotional reminds me of watching beavers hard at work building dams. Nobody's better at building dams than a beaver. You can't dig them up with a shovel or a pickaxe. You want to destroy a beaver dam, you got to blow it up. So yeah, we have definitely done a lot of copying of nature, God's design. And that's something I like to think about when I'm doing not so much my stretching. When I'm doing my stretching, I'm always thinking about things I'm thankful for. But when I'm doing my exercising, I'm thinking of reasons why I believe in the Bible, in God. And looking at nature is a very, very simple way of realizing there has to be a creator. Things are just too phenomenal to just have happened. Anyway, I'm going to try to do 5 minutes of quiet time now. I'm going to get comfortable here in this chair and close my eyes and try to think about nothing. I'll let you know when I actually make some progress. Take care. Have a good night.